everybody, happy Wednesday. Robin and Kevin coming at you with one more Wine Wednesday day with a lot of beautiful sunshine out there.
It's feeling like spring suddenly, isn't it?
Well, spring is just around the corner.
But for a guy who's lived in Calgary for almost, half a century, I'm a little leery that it's really spring, Robin, to be honest. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't take advantage of these great days, because when it's warm and sunny out there, you got to get out on that patio.
We certainly do, and we all take advantage of those days. I know I did. This past Sunday was a beautiful day, and I spent the whole day in my backyard.
Drinking rosé, I bet.
Well, you know me too well.
Yeah, I hope so. And I think you picked out 3 perfect wines for a little springtime action. So tell me about the Leumer wines.
Thank you. Leumer, so they're in second generation. They are another biodynamic Austrian winery. We've been talking about that a lot lately.
Theme, eh? You'd almost think we really like Austrian wine suddenly, or we're on to something here.
It's the biggest craze of 2021, I think.
I think you're right.
Fred Leumer is the son of the founder. They are biodynamic right from the start. They've got 65 hectares of land, and they do some really killer wines.
Yeah, so if you don't know what biodynamic means, it's just kind of like the next step of organics, right? So they really go all out to make sure that their wines really reflect the land that they're growing on, really is the goal. So they put a lot of extra time and effort into growing super high quality grapes, and grapes that really reflect the places. So when you taste these wines, you're not just getting the grape variety, you're getting a sense of where they come from, which is really the holy grail in wine, right?
Mm-hmm. And 2 of the whites that are in there, so I mean, we are really patio themed, being 2 whites and a rosé, but they're both Gruner, but they both have really different expressions of Gruner. Yeah. The one with the green label, Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Yeah. I notice you're behind green, but not really wearing green. So.
Well, I'm matching you, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll buy it.
Anyways, back to the Gruner. This guy is like a little bit leaner, brighter, fresher. That acidity really comes through, and I always find with Gruner I get that little hint of like white pepper and that sort of savory quality.
Right. So for people who haven't had Gruner before, don't be afraid. You know, you think you see these tall bottles and you're thinking you're going to get into some really sweet wines. These wines aren't sweet at all. They're actually quite dry. Mm-hmm. They're really aromatic. They're really pretty. They're really springtime. They kind of smell, like kind of like alpine meadows, and they have this really beautiful kind of like slightly floral note to them. But they're dry wines. They're amazing food wines. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing, they're pretty great with sushi, salmon. Any kind of seafood you're thinking, but they're really ultimate patio wines. So
totally. And then the other Gruner, they get a little bit more time on lees, and they actually use a little bit of oak aging, so you definitely get that sort of fuller, richer expression.
Richer style.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the rosé was a big hit and a great deal too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So $24.95 for the rosé.
You got it.
And what's the pack going for?
The pack is going for $74.95.
Nice, so $25 a pop. And the thing about Austrian wines is they're typically pretty expensive. So to get 3 really good examples for $25 a piece is a great opportunity for you to get out and taste some wine. So it's going to be a fun tasting too, because you can try 2 different Gruners, really get the sense of like the place they come from, because they're very distinct areas that they come from, and really get a sense of the grape variety. So if you're a bit of a wine nerd like me and you like to side by side stuff, that's a great fun little exercise. Or if you just want to sit back in the patio and crush some really delicious white wine, you can do that too. Speaking of tastings.
Yeah, this coming Saturday, first day of spring, we have our Sip into Spring tasting. It is a virtual Zoom tasting with myself and Miss Sarah.
Sarah back, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You guys reunited.
And just in case you're hitting up the patio, because we can have some small outdoor gatherings, so our tasting is 3 bottles of wine, $70. It's available online or in store. But maybe you arrive with one of these little cooler packs.
Oh, so you can do it as a little outdoor pack maybe this weekend, right?
Absolutely.
Because you've got, you can get together outside, right? We're allowed to have our friends in our yard, so maybe jump on the Zoom call with a couple of your buddies in the yard. You got 3 really fun bottles of wine, and you can taste with Sarah and Robin. How good's that? Right. It's a perfect little evening, I think.
I think so too. And they're all very spring themed as well, some Spanish Verdejo. We've got another little rosé, and of course, Northern Italian Schiava, so something light and fresh for your summer, springtime red.
Awesome. I like the backpack too.
Well, thank you.
Those are fun. Those are unusual items. Yeah. You can model it. Nice design. Looks good. Corksicle, high quality items there. I love them.
What else were we tasting today?
I've been working all morning. Got up early this morning, started tasting wine. So Well, if you've shopped here for a while, you've probably seen Pioneer around. So Pioneer's a label we do just for the shop. So what we do is we try to find exciting examples of great varieties and bring them in and put our own label on them. So it's kind of like the home brew. So we were up this morning tasting samples of Pioneer. So a little Zin, a little Merlot, a little Cab from our friend Douglas Danielak in California. He sent those up for us to try, and I know which one was my favorite, but if you want to come down today and try them, we'd be happy to get your input on what you like best, because it's time to make a new Pioneer wine, which is always exciting. So if you want to come down and taste them, they'll be here today and today only.
Today only.
Anything else, Robin?
I think that's about it. Busy little day here at the shop, so come on in, say hi, sun's out, garage door is open. Can't wait to see you.